Arkansas has become the first state to prevent doctors from providing certain types of care to minors who identify as transgender. Republican Governor Asa Hutchinson tried to veto the legislation earlier this week, but lawmakers of his own party voted to override his decision. I talked with Governor Hutchinson earlier today. On Tuesday, Arkansas became the first state to ban gender-affirming health care for minors. You broke with your own party and tried to stop this measure. What's your reaction to its passage?
Well, I'm disappointed that my veto was overridden. I think the bill was poorly drafted. It was overbroad. It's going to harm young people and deny them health care that their parents and their physicians have said is appropriate and necessary. Had it been a more limited bill, such as just prohibiting minors from having transition surgery, I would have absolutely signed it. But it was much more overbroad than that and ignores the fact that you've got young people that are currently having hormone treatment that would be banned from continuing that treatment, puts them in a very precarious position. And I don't like the legislature and the state coming in and overriding decisions that parents and healthcare professionals make in this very sensitive area.
The state representative who sponsored the bill had this to say.
This is an FDA not approved procedure. This is experimentation on children with long-term health effects.
Your reaction?
Well, it's misleading because whenever you look at diabetic drugs, many times they're used for young people when they're strictly off label. And so that's not unusual. The medical profession will tell you. And so that's part of it. This is an example of where we ought to be relying upon healthcare professionals versus people like me that is learning about this in this very sensitive area. And so that's my reaction to it. You talk about experimentation. If you're cutting off people in the middle of hormone treatment, that to me is risky, and that's what this law requires. And so let's don't invoke ourselves, the state, in the middle of healthcare treatments and parental decisions in this very difficult area that we're still studying. And I don't think we need to have state action in this.
And you mentioned you've heard from pediatricians, social workers, parents who said the measure would harm the community who's already at risk for depression and suicide. We have reaction from transgender activists as well from your state who believe that this will cause long-term damage to that population. Here's what they had to say.
It's just atrocious. I don't understand these folks that are doing this.
It would be very damaging to all of a sudden lose the medicine that you've been taking.
The biggest impact hits kids under 18 that might be on hormone blockers. And hormone blockers were essential to my son's, I suppose, treatment.
The medicine I practice here for trans health and gender nonconforming health and gender affirming care is evidence-based and it's medically necessary. The suicide rate in a gender nonconforming and transgender community can be as high as 40%. And, you know, starting hormones can be one of the best things that you can do for anybody's mental or physical health who fit into that population. We expect that there will be higher rates of self-harm, self-mutilation, and even suicide.
Your reaction to that side?
Well, these are the exact type of people, concerned citizens, healthcare professionals, parents that I spoke to as well before making my decision to veto the bill. So they're expressing the exact same concerns that I had whenever I vetoed the bill. I hope that we can come back in the legislature, even though we have a short amount of time left, and provide help to those that would have their medicine cut off otherwise during this time because of this law. In addition, though, I spoke to faith leaders, I spoke to the medical community, and that's who we ought to be listening to whenever we make decisions about this challenging area for parents and for young people. And we have to, at some point, look to compassion and say this is a challenged population. They have issues, as have been articulated, and we got to help them through it in the best way. And I think that includes listening to the healthcare people that deal with this every day.
And on the other side of the debate, your fellow Republicans who overrode your veto say children need to be 18 before they can make decisions like this. What's your response to that argument, and have you talked to other Republicans since the override?
Oh, sure. I talked to our Republican legislators. They're friends. They're very well-meaning, and we can have legitimate disagreements within the context of our responsibilities. But whenever you look at this bill, I think that a veto was appropriate in it, and hopefully we can address problems down the road. But that was my view, that was my conviction, and I acted on it.
And quickly, before we let you go, I want to get your reaction. President Biden today making news with signing the gun control executive actions. Just like your reaction and whether you think it should be a presidential action or something addressed by each state.
No, I disagree with presidential action on this. Whenever you can't get something through the United States Congress, you look at executive action, and that's the first warning signal. And whenever you're looking at the Second Amendment rights, this is something that we should be very concerned about. And that's actually a lot of what the legislature is doing is anticipating what might be coming down from the Biden administration and trying to take steps to prevent it. This is a great concern.
Governor Asa Hutchinson of Arkansas, we appreciate your time today. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Good to be with you.